The Zyrak Empire had crushed many planets before. Every world they attacked became silent forever. Their commanders believed there was no enemy strong enough to stop them. So when they found a small blue planet called Earth, they did not feel fear. They only felt excitement. Admiral Kavor stood inside his flagship and pointed at Earth on the screen. Look at them. One planet. No space fleet, no power. We will take this world quickly. Our name will become legend. 50 huge alien warships jumped into Earth's orbit. The planet below looked peaceful, glowing with blue oceans and white clouds. Not a single human ship came to face them. No message. No warning. The Zyrak officers felt confused. Maybe humans do not understand what is happening, one said. Another laughed. Maybe they are too afraid. Suddenly, the space behind them turned dark. Stars disappeared. A strange shadow covered the fleet. The Zyrak scanners crashed. Alarms started ringing. No one understood what was happening. Then a calm human voice entered every alien speaker. You should not have come here. Admiral Kavor shouted. Find the source. Where is that voice coming from? The answer arrived slowly. A massive human battleship appeared from the darkness, completely silent and terrifying. Its surface looked like black armor made for war. It did not move fast. It did not need to. The Zyrak tried to aim their weapons. Nothing worked. Systems failed. Engines locked. The human voice returned. Leave, now. Kavor refused. He ordered all ships to fire. Before they could, a bright flash came from the human battleship. One of the Zyrak cruisers exploded instantly, cut into pieces like paper. Every alien froze. Earth was not weak. Earth was waiting. And this fleet would never return. The alien fleet fell into shock. One cruiser destroyed with just a single silent strike. No beam, no missile, no warning. Admiral Kavor felt fear for the first time in his life. The human battleship didn't chase. It simply moved closer, like a predator watching its prey. Its dark armor absorbed all light. No symbols, no flags, only a glowing red line across the hull, like a single angry eye. Zyrak engineers tried to scan the ship again. Every scanner failed. Systems shut down one by one. It was as if space itself refused to reveal the human ship. A young officer whispered, trembling, Are humans stronger than us? Kavor shouted, We are the Zyrak! Fire again! But when they pressed the fire controls, only silence followed. Weapons dead, shields offline, engines locked, communication jammed. Every alien realized the truth. Humans had complete control. The calm human voice returned, echoing inside their minds. We warned you once. The human battleship turned slightly. Then another Zyrak ship exploded, split in half by invisible force. Hundreds of alien lives vanished in a second. The Zyrak fleet screamed for help, but no signal could escape. Kavor felt his strength drain. This is impossible. But the human voice answered him, This is justice. Suddenly, holograms appeared inside every alien ship, showing burned planets, destroyed cities, countless species, victims of the Zyrak Empire. Earth knew everything. A final message followed. You conquer worlds. We protect ours. The human battleship launched its engines, blue light burning like a star. The space around it shook. The Zyrak finally understood. They had not invaded a weak species. They had awakened humanity's wrath. Now, there would be no mercy. Panic spread through the Zyrak fleet. Officers ran from screen to screen, trying to bring systems back. Nothing worked. The human ship's presence alone was like a cage around them. Admiral Kavor stared at the hologram of Earth, a simple blue planet. Yet the most dangerous place in the galaxy. How can they be this strong? He whispered. A nearby officer answered with shaking voice. Maybe they were hiding their power, waiting for someone to attack. The human battleship moved again, slow but unstoppable. Each motion was a threat. It didn't rush. It didn't fear anything. It knew victory was already theirs. A small pod launched from the human ship. It flew straight into the Zyrak flagship and stopped outside their main window. The pod opened, releasing dozens of tiny spheres that floated silently into their ship. Before anyone could react, those spheres projected recordings. Children crying. Families running. Cities burning. Zyrak soldiers laughing as they destroyed worlds. Their crimes replayed in front of them. The humans wanted them to see what they had done. Admiral Kavor's heart collapsed. For the first time, he saw the Xerak Empire from the eyes of their victims. Helpless and broken, then the human voice spoke again, cold and sharp. You ended their future. Now we end your empire. Those spheres exploded in silence. Not fire, not light, just darkness. A darkness that ate their technology. Screens died. Shields vanished. Even the air became harder to breathe. The aliens fell to the floor, choking, afraid, powerless. Kavor screamed, "Please!" "We surrender." Silence followed for a long moment. Then the human ship answered. Too late. The fleet understood one terrifying truth. Humans do not forgive. Humans remember everything. And now? They were done warning. The Xerak flagship drifted helplessly. Lights flickered. Engines died. Space became painfully silent. Even the ship's heartbeat-like hum was gone. Admiral Kavor felt something he had never known. Hopelessness. Outside, the human battleship remained still. It did not celebrate. It did not speak. It simply watched, like a judge waiting for the final moment. Inside the flagship, chaos turned into pure fear. Officers held their chests, gasping for air. Tools and weapons on the floor were completely useless. Their mighty war machines had become floating coffins. One officer whispered, "Humans. They are monsters," another corrected him quietly. "No, we are." Kavor looked toward Earth again. A beautiful planet, but now he understood. Beauty can hide great power. Humans were not conquerors. They were protectors, and they protected their world with absolute strength. Suddenly, the human battleship activated something. Blue lines of light spread across its hull. The entire alien fleet began shaking, like the universe itself was angry. A deep sound rumbled through space. Not noise. A warning, the human voice returned, last chance. Send a message to your empire. Kavor grabbed the broken comms panel. He forced a signal through the static. His voice echoed across light years. Do not attack Earth. Ever. Nothing survives. Xerak Command received the message clearly. Silence followed. Every Xerak leader felt fear move through their bones. Kavor lowered his head. Please. Spare them. The human battleship slowly turned its weapons toward the remaining Xerak ships. Seconds felt like hours. Then, boom, a shockwave blasted through the fleet. One by one, Xerak warships vanished, crushed into dust by invisible force. But the flagship remained. Only one target left. Humanity had made its point. Now they would finish the story. The Xerak flagship shook violently as the shockwave passed. Every other alien warship was gone, erased like a bad memory. Only Kavor's ship remained to witness what true power looked like. He stared at the empty space where his fleet once stood. 50 mighty ships, thousands of soldiers, entire generations of training, gone in seconds. This was not war. This was judgment. A new signal came through. A hologram of a human. Armor black as night. Helmet glowing with a red line across the visor. The figure did not speak for several seconds, letting the silence burn into Xerak minds. Then, you came to destroy us. But we are not the same as your victims. The hologram changed, showing a map of Xerak territory. Red marks appeared on every world they conquered. The human's voice grew darker. These planets will be free. Kavor's eyes widened. No, you cannot reach us. Our empire is huge. The human simply replied, watch us. Outside, dozens of smaller human ships uncloaked, each one sleek, deadly, precise. They spread out like wolves ready to hunt. Kavor begged through the transmission. We will leave Earth forever, we swear.
Just stop.
The human answered calmly. You should have thought of that before touching our home. The flagship suddenly lost gravity. Crew members floated helplessly, terrified cries echoing in the dark. Metal walls bent like paper. The ship felt like it was being crushed by a giant unseen hand. Kavor screamed as the lights went out. You can't do this. We surrender. The human replied, surrender is mercy. You never gave that to anyone. Then the crushing force stopped. One final message arrived. You will go back. You will tell them what Earth truly is. This wasn't death. This was a warning. Alarms screamed weakly across the Xerak flagship. Metal walls groaned. Lights blinked like dying stars. But the ship still survived, because humanity let it survive. Admiral Kavor floated in the dark, barely breathing. His empire had never tasted fear like this. Now that fear would become their new truth. The human battleship moved close to the flagship. Its red eye glowed brighter, like it was staring into their souls. A final transmission played. Not a threat. Not anger, it was a promise. If you send another fleet, none of you will return, Kavor shivered. Every alien on the ship felt those words like knives inside their hearts. Suddenly, the human ship released the flagship. Gravity returned. Systems restarted one by one, only enough to flee. Only enough to run. It was a gift of terror. Kavor looked at his crew. Jump home. Now.